Okay, this is my power converter. Let me explain what I got here real quick. I got my my red lead going to my meter here. I got it set on DC amperage and going back into this light bulb here that is in series with the rest of my circuitry. And I'm going to plug it in here. Okay, we are live. You can see I got my little neon glowing back there. It's part of my safety circuitry. The bulb is not lighting whatsoever. There's absolutely no heat in that bulb. And if you look at my meter, we are running less than 1/4 of an amp. Very, very little power. It's less than 3 watts. And I was going to show you here. This is my output from my circuit. It's rather hot. It's extremely hot, and you can see the current it stays under 1/4 of an amp the whole time. It fluctuates a little bit, but it's not a whole lot. It's rather potent on the output. It's very strong current. It's actually high voltage, high current. I do not use any conventional transformers in my circuitry at all. So I have no step-up transformer. And it pulls very little juice from the battery, and you can see the output here. You can hear it. It's rather strong, and my light bulb never lights, even though all the current that runs my circuitry and the not the output, but all the circuitry is run through this bulb. Basically, what the battery is doing is just running the circuitry. The circuit actually modifies the field in this area and converts power to the output, so that the actual energy is not coming from the battery itself. It's actually coming from the ambient. This has taken me several years to get it, pretty close to how I want it. This is only half of the circuit. I actually got 2 parts to this circuit, and I'm only running half of it right now. And I got it turned way down. I got the current turned all the way down, and this is what we get. Those of you that know me, that know this, have heard me talk about my water burner, and this is the power supply I use for it. It's a very different kind of power. You can't measure it with any kind of digital meter on the output. It'll just fry instantly. It'll fry glow plugs. It's good at burning things. You can see what it's done to that metal already. So it's very good for burning things, and that's about it. But it doesn't draw hardly anything from the battery. You can see that right there, and that is accurate measurement. I have hooked up a lab scope to it, and it's about a perfectly straight line. You'll see occasional little dips in it, which you can see right here on the meter just the same. It does fluctuate a little bit, but that's what I got here. It's working, and like I said, I've only got half of it hooked up right now. It's still a work in progress, but I'm rather happy with it, and I think the output is really impressive. I like that a lot, especially for that little tiny bit of current. That's less than 3 watts of power coming from that battery, and it's over here burning metal. You can see over here on the input. Let me show you the spark I get from here. That should about tell you, how much is really coming from the battery. I got almost no spark at all. I don't even know if you can see that. I can't see it on the camera screen. But it's very potent on the output side. And it's constant power. I can dead short this thing. Let's see if I can get my hand to cooperate here. Okay. it's hard to. They're dead short, and it's not increasing current, and that's dead shorted. The circuitry is completely shorted on the output, and it just keeps on going and going. But that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching.